Hi, my name is Karen Sapphire, and I am teaching a restorative yoga teacher training at Yoga Haven on October 26th, 27th, and 28th. So what is restorative yoga? Well, restorative yoga is a type of yoga that is done completely supported with props. These props could be regular yoga props that you might have at a yoga studio, like bolsters and blocks and blankets, but they can also be just everyday items that you have at home: towels, couch cushions, throw pillows, books, things like that. So why would you want to teach restorative yoga to your students in a class, or to your private clients, or really why would you want to do it for yourself? Well, restorative yoga can help with lots of different issues. One thing that it is really good at doing is helping people relax more deeply. And relaxing more deeply does a lot of good things for us. One thing it can do is rebalance our nervous system so that we take ourselves away from this awake, alert part of our nervous system into a more restful part, which is responsible for healing and restoring ourselves back to balance and possibly better health. Now, how could you integrate a restorative pose into a class or a private? Well, obviously you could do an entire practice of restorative poses. That would be 3, 4, 5, 6 restorative poses all linked together, and you could offer that to your private client. But in a regular vinyasa or hatha yoga class, you could offer a pose at the end of your class as a way to kind of enter into shavasana, to offer your students maybe the possibility of a deeper relaxation, a longer time of resting and restoring themselves at the end of their practice. What restorative yoga also can help with is things like reproductive issues, insomnia. It can speed healing, even of things like common cold. It can relieve headaches. It's possible that it can alter hormonal balance if we practice restorative yoga consistently. And so then it could help with things like menstrual cramps, hot flashes, other types of changes that happen with our cycles of life. So I wanted to show you guys one restorative pose that you would learn in the training. It's a really wonderful pose that feels good to almost everybody. It's called simple reclining pose. So what you'll need is some type of firm support. I'm going to use a bolster, but you don't need a bolster. You could use a couch cushion, like one of the ones that you sit on, or one of the ones that's at the back of the couch, not a throw pillow, because it does need to have some firmness in the support for the back. And I'm going to use a yoga block, but this could be one book, like a thick, like encyclopedia or a dictionary type of book, or who has encyclopedias anymore, but anyway, dictionary, or a few books actually stacked up on top of each other, and oftentimes they'll just stay if you stack them up. So you're going to take your bolster or your couch cushion and put your stack of books underneath one end of it, and then put your bolster or couch cushion over that block. So now you can see you have a reclining angle. Then you're going to sit in front of that bolster like so, with your hips just barely grazing it, just touching it. Now for the bottom part of the pose, I have 2 yoga blankets that I'm going to use. Here's one and here's the other. But this could easily be substituted with actually a bed pillow, or a couple of towels, or any regular blankets that you have around the house. So I'm going to take my 2 blankets on top of each other because I want a little bit of extra support for my legs. I'm going to roll them up into what's kind of like a round bolster now. I'm going to take that round bolster and stick it underneath my knees like so. Then my legs relax over. The blanket you'll see is right about center of my knee, so it's partly supporting my thigh, partly supporting my shin, and I'm gonna lay back over my bolster. I like to lift up my hips and slide my hips away from my bolster a little bit, and then I like to open up my arms and place my arms palms faced up. I could stay here and breathe. This feels pretty good. I could also put my hands on my belly, do some pranayama here, some breathing here. Wow, it's so nice. I think I'm going to take off my glasses and stay for a little while. I hope you enjoyed this tiny little snippet of restorative yoga. Please feel free to practice it at home anytime. I hope to see you at the training.